on the biggest stage in
What up? What up? What up? Nick Galante. Don't think I didn't see it. I just had to wait a couple minutes to start the live so that you guys would get notified when I went live. I was watching it. I was like, all right, I'm gonna go live in 2 minutes. Boom, fight ended. That was crazy though. Shout out Galante. If you guys didn't see that knockout, that was an insane knockout, if I may say so myself. A real cold ass knockout, bro. Nasty. Too bad too bad he's a Philly boy, you know? Too bad he got to be a Philly boy. But shout out Nick Galante. That was nasty. That was nasty. Credit where it's due. They've been building up Frank Mir's daughter. I see it. I also see they've been tearing her down. I don't mean to be like on that bandwagon of tearing her down, but I don't think she's fucking ready, bro. And a lot of people are saying that. I saw some posts today saying like Bellamir should have 5 more fights before she even like contends in the UFC. She has mid striking, abysmal defense. Competition level that she's faced is 0. So I don't know. She seems really immature to be fighting. I'm just saying. Like I feel like when you come in the UFC, you should be able to beat a woman like Amanda Nunes and compete with Amanda Nunes. Offer it. It's how it is in every professional sport, bro. Galante's in the UFC. Shout out to him. Shout out to him. And shout out to everybody watching. Thank you boys for tuning in. If we can automatic run up them likes on the stream, it's greatly appreciated. Bellamir versus Alex Apodaca. Oh, really? Dana over here acting like she world class. I know. I heard Dana talking about that. Hang on. If I can read you guys the post, I will. Bobby Green and Barboza going to stream together. Let's go. Oh, Arnold Barboza. Hell yeah. You guys see that Bobby Green, or not Bobby Green, Terrence McKinney got pressed by AB? AB's so arrogant. I wish that Terrence McKinney wasn't so respectful. Terrence, like, I respect everything you done, OG. Like, I don't really like. I respect what you've done, bro. But what have you done as of late, AB, to earn respect from active fighters? Should have done what Ryan Garcia done and checked him. Yeah, AB's nothing but a has been, and letting him talk that spicy, getting away with that shit, low key does upset me. He had no reason to be respectful. I know. I know. And knowing Terrence, like the fact that he wanted to fight Bobby Green and was like low key calling him out, I thought that Terrence wasn't the respectful type. Like I thought Terrence was the type of guy to like either try to get a clip or stand on business and be like, listen, bro, like we could run this right now. I'm not gonna fucking cower down to you. But he straight cowered down to AB. I was like, what the hell? Yeah, AB pisses me the fuck off with that. And it pisses me off even more that he got away with it again. Like, don't be letting him get away with shit like that, man. And then after he was respectful to AB, AB's like, I'd get you out of here. I'd get you out of there. Something like that. It's like, oh, gosh. Contender Series commercial break. 1 second, 1 second. Long live Kane's Wrath says, I guess God chose the right guy to convince Bobby to stream. I'm only going to tune into Dean to see Henry KO him. Funny enough, long live Kane's Wrath. How the fuck are you a mod and I don't did you like change your fucking name? The hell is going on here? Who the fuck are you? I mean, you seem to be somebody in here. You're a mod, but I do not recognize the name. Long live Mech Warrior, is that fucking you? Uh I'm totally distracted. I think that Dean the Great will maybe beat Henry. Was Mech Warrior. Okay, I got you. I kind of figured. Okay, well, let's start breaking down some things, shall we? But if we can, if you boys are tuning in now, just tuning in, please run up the likes on the stream. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. We got Dana White Contender Series Week 3. Bellamere versus Alex Apodaca. I mean, will Bellamere get exposed? I think there might be a chance at that, bro. I mean, who knows? They likely would have signed somebody she could beat, but I don't know, man. UFC is the type of promotion to totally build up Bellamere just to fucking, sign some chick to like whoop her ass and steal all her hype. So I don't know. UFC is totally the type to do that. UFC very very disingenuous with a lot of stuff. You guys should know that by now. So don't be surprised if they just found one of the toughest girls on the market to just completely whoop on Bellamere, and they're just like building up Bellamere's name so that this girl could take all the hype once she beats her. Who knows? But I get the sense that Bellamere not really ready, man. I'd love to see what MMA Matchmaker's got to say about it. We're going to read some of the fighter bios right now. Mm, mm, mm. Well, I guess I got to do it on X for now because my phone is... Okay, so week 3. Week 3, the first fight was Nick Galante versus uh Carlos Petruzella. We all know by now Galante won. Galante, for the record, is 7-1, improved to 8-1 just now. 6 foot 1 inch, 28 years old. Last fought March of 2026 this year. 1 knockout, 4 subs, 2 decisions. So he got, his second knockout of his career. Just for the record. Anyway, next fight coming up is a welterweight bout between Alexis Miranda versus Ronald Humphrey. Alexis Miranda, 9-2, fighting out of Entrom MMA, representing Mexico. 6'2", 27 years old. I mean, that's good stats. 6'2", 27, welterweight. Okay. Last fought March of this year at UWC 57. 4 knockouts, 1 sub, 4 decisions. 1-star prospect. Okay, that's Miranda, the Mexican. Miranda comes from Tijuana, a city where the fight game is deeply woven into the local culture. Found himself at Entrom Gym. It's already produced several Mexican fighters who have reached the highest levels of the sport. 6'2" prospect. Has spent the last few years grinding his way through the regional scene. Most of his fights take place inside UWC cages in front of hometown crowds, where he's built his resume, soft-spoken and focused. On the process rather than the attention, Miranda now gets the biggest opportunity of his career. Okay, Ronald Humphrey, 4-0, fighting out of ATT Atlanta. 5'11", 25 years old. Last fought March of this year for CFFC. 4 knockouts, 0 subs, 0 decisions. 5-star prospect. Ronald, the career-ending Humphrey, is a 25-year-old from Atlanta area who has quickly made a name for himself within the American Top Team system, training out of ATT Atlanta in the Sandy Springs location. He turned professional only a couple of years ago and has spent that time doing one thing consistently, finishing everyone put in front of him. There's a clear intensity to Humphrey's style. He's aggressive, constantly moving forward, and always looking for a way to end the fight early. The nickname fits. Still relatively early in his career, he has largely flown under the radar outside the Southeast regional scene, quietly stacking finishes while developing inside one of the country's premier MMA gyms. Matchup is strange on paper because Humphrey enters the Contender Series with significantly more upside than his opponent, yet a ton less experience. Miranda earned his spot after facing a string of lesser-known regional opponents without showing the kind of dominance you'd expect from a legitimate prospect. His only notable loss also came against a fighter whose resume has taken a significant hit since then. Outside of his size and reach, there are still plenty of unanswered questions about what Miranda brings to this level. Humphrey, meanwhile, also feels like a prospect who arrived too early. At just 4-0, he was already scheduled for a regional title fight before the Contender Series opportunity came along. He probably could have benefited from another step up on the regional scene, but the UFC has given him the chance now, and I think he's going to make the most of it. Violent finisher with the athleticism and tools to make an immediate impression. Expect this to be the fight where a lot of people learn his name. Humphrey by first round knockout. Humphrey's getting called out now. He looks like Stephon Diggs. He could wrestle, they say. Ronald Humphrey got a good physique on him. Minus 2,000 favorite. Tyler Betts says, you at work driving truck. What up, Tyler Betts? I got you on the commentary. Can't stand AB. We got to stop respecting the piece of shit. Yeah, I know. He couldn't even sing the whole Who the Fuck is DDG song. Well, my TV Humphrey, fuck that. Wrestlers are usually the most favorite to win. Okay. Humphrey instantly shoots in on a takedown. Big double leg. Throws him down. Miranda going to his knees instantly to wrestle up. And Humphrey draped over his back, raining down some ground and pound early. Humphrey got a leg laced. Okay, not anymore. Miranda standing up. Humphrey trying to go for a knee to the head. Doesn't land it, though. It gets blocked on the way up. Humphrey got a body lock here. Looking to throw him again, it appears. Ooh, big knee from Humphrey to the body. Miranda bigger, but Humphrey, he fights big. Size difference doesn't really look apparent at all. Good defense from Humphrey, too. Miranda not really having that good of offense. Ooh, big head kick for Humphrey. Gets blocked. Body shot for Miranda. 2 to the body for Miranda. Humphrey kind of just landed a shot behind the head of Miranda. Okay, Miranda pressing now. Nice body shot again. 2 to the bodies are landing. He doubled it up. Jab to the head, 2 to the body. Good boxing you can see from Miranda. Humphrey shoots in, gets him down easily. Nice double leg. Yeah, 0 resistance on that. He's standing up. Miranda standing up. Humphrey returns him to the mat. Humphrey raining down nasty ground and pound on him. From behind him. Oh, as Miranda stands up, knees to the head. Oh, and Miranda fucking laughs at him, puts his hands up like, what you got? Smiles at him, and then throws a big-ass body combo. Head body. Miranda loves to go head body. That's nasty. Miranda said, what are you doing, trying to scare me or something? You trying to throw as hard as you can on me or something? You thought that was going to do something to me? I'm right here. Another 2 to the body from Miranda. Left hook to the body from Miranda. Oh, shit. But Humphrey just dropped Miranda with a left hook. Flat on his ass. Miranda working back to his feet. More knees as he stands up. Miranda turning into him. Eating shots. Still eating shots. Eats an elbow. Another elbow from Humphrey. Humphrey looks good, man. Miranda retreating, but he's still in it. He's trying to oh shit, big two lands for Humphrey, and blood dripping down the right side of Miranda's face. Big takedown again for Humphrey. Body lock, upper body takedown. Miranda on his knees. Humphrey just raining down ground and pound from behind again. He got that it's like both of their inside legs, they're like hip to hip with their legs laced. Hard to explain, but it's like a referee's position in wrestling. This guy looks like Stefan Diggs. I'll say it again. Miranda's back up to his feet. Humphrey could blow his load. Humphrey trying to go for another takedown. Gets Miranda down. Oh, shit. Humphrey takes the back, trying to go choke. Looks like he's not going to be able to get it, so readjusts and starts, just throwing some more ground and pound to the head here. With hooks in. Miranda going to his knees, which is a bad idea because Humphrey just flattened him out, belly down. Miranda turning into Humphrey, but he's stuck in limbo here. It's like turn into him or go to my knees. Blood all over the canvas already. Rear naked choke is in. Can he get it tight though? Oh yeah, I think that's a good adjustment. Yeah, he got that. That's a nice adjustment. You see how he pulled that out, like, so he's choking him, right? Choking him like this with this elbow. This elbow that's out. That's where the neck is. He fucking pulled that elbow behind the shoulder. That's pretty nasty. That's pretty fucking nasty, if I may say so myself. That's pretty high level too. A nice high level adjustment. He went like this with the rear naked. Who knows if it was like this or like this? I don't remember at the time. but then to adjust the choke to get it tight because it was one of those ones where it wasn't that tight. He pulls the choke arm behind the fucking shoulder blade, and this dude's fucking neck is just getting cinched. That was, and then it turned into like a forearm choke because the shoulder blade went behind the forearm and behind the shoulder, the elbow went behind the shoulder blade, and then the forearm was right in there on the neck. That was nasty. That was nasty. Miranda had a decent performance, but he doesn't have enough firepower for this Humphrey dude. Humphrey's a beast. Welterweight, real lean for welterweight. Honestly, bro. See that elbow? That's nasty. That's nasty. He did have it on the bicep. Boom. That's nasty. Honestly, bro. I put this guy A tier. No, I put this guy S tier, man. I put this guy S tier prospect, man. He just worked. He just worked. He just fucking worked. A super you know, a pretty experienced veteran. 6'2". This dude's a fucking beast. S tier. This dude's physique is primed out and maxed for 170. You see the physique on this dude? This dude physique primed out and maxed for 170. This dude is straight beast. I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan. Ronald Humphrey. Don't even disrespect him and call him Stephon Diggs. Holy moly. S tier this guy. The hands, the wrestling, the submission, beating the bigger, more experienced guy. This guy's only 4-0 if I'm not mistaken, man. Oh my goodness, 4-0, 5'11", 25. This dude's physique is insane for 170, perfectly sized for the division. Could be a future champion. Bruh. 4-0 guy just beat a 6'2", 27-year-old who's 9-2 out of Mexico, bro. One of the top gyms out there. This dude just stopped him. Quick. BTA if I've ever seen it. That's Joaquin Buckley's brother. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, what up, Max Energy? Sorry I didn't see your read out your chat earlier. Max Energy in the building. What up, homie? We here. Let's go. Much love, King. Much love, homie. Juice says Castro, LA Monster. OC Monster. Otto says, yo, what up? I hope you're having a great day, man. Everybody else too, especially you. Thank you, Otto. Hopefully you're having a good day too, and I am as well, homie. It's also corny to go home and post about what you could have done. Is that what hold on. Shout out Max Energy, my man. Thank you very much, homie. Thanks for all the support once again. Damn. He said, oddly enough, this shit tastes like chicken blood. Whatever, bro. Whatever, blah. Or bruh. I'm eating, bruh. It's up. If you got something to say, then fight me about it. If you don't want to fight, then shut the fuck up. The champ on notice. Dana, know I'm ready. He just seen what I did. They're done. Out of business. Sorry. I'm getting all the fucking money. Damn, I told you guys before I even heard this guy talk. S tier. S tier. I said he's a future champ before he even told us he like, you know, all that shit. This dude, the truth, man. Shout out to this guy right here. Straight YN. Straight YN, bro. This guy's an S tier prospect. S tier prospect. Give him Holland now. Let's give him Kevin Holland in his UFC debut. You know, honestly, Kevin Holland in his UFC debut. Do not give this guy some fucking boring ass white boy. We want a Kevin Holland fight. We want a straight hood fight. That's what we want, man. I'm gonna say it first before anyone. You know, we want this guy to have a straight hood fight, street fight in his first one. Do not give this guy a fucking boring ass white boy, please. Honestly, I'm begging you guys. That's the last thing this guy needs. You give him an opponent who could talk their shit back to him, and you're gonna see, I mean, a star be born. I'm telling you. This guy can talk his shit. You give him guys who could talk shit. Kevin Holland. I mean, this dude's only 5-0, so maybe not Holland, but shit, man. I mean, maybe 5'11", 25 years old, wrestling, boxing, jiu-jitsu, all on point. He just showed out big time. Physique maxed out for the weight class. He'll be here. He's here to stay, bro. At 170 to stay. Perfect 170. 25, 5'11", bro. Are you kidding me? Physique maxed the fuck out. Bro, this dude might be like the John Jones of 170 coming up. He got to lose some of that YN shit, though, because I don't think being a YN is the best base for MMA unless he's going to show us something. But, you know, you guys know what I mean? But anyway, that's what I would say. No insult. No insult. I'm just saying. It's good to switch over to a humble approach and a real, you know, just more leveled approach than being kind of like a fiery YN. But shit, if he could do both, then why not? Soda Pop S tier, homie. Soda Pop S tier, homie. That dude's an S tier fighter. Nah, bro, he got to keep it. What do you mean? He does have to keep it, but at the same time, I just don't want him to be like, I think, like I said, bro, being a YN isn't necessarily the best base for MMA based off history. And I would like him to just listen, bro. It's a long road. You know, it's a long road. So I just want him to be. He could be himself. Like I said, maybe he'll show me something. Maybe he'll show me something, but we'll see. We'll see. Musamesh C versus Mitchell going to be fire. That will be fire. Straight YN, Bimpin, out, energy, replace the B with a C. Oh. I'm okay. I won't do that. Like, imagine if Holland actually wanted to win. I know. This is what we wanted from Holland and Buck, TBH. Yes, exactly. He seems like a hungry Buckley mixed with Holland, says Max Energy. I kind of agree. He definitely has more Buckley in him than Holland. Juice says, all right, I might be sold. I thought he was going to be this jock wrestler type like Bo. Nah, I'm sold. And then Energy says he has the makings of a star. He just has to keep winning. Soda Pop says he's an A-tier guy. Juice says when they clean it up, they don't sell. Well, shit. Honestly, this guy can sell, but I'm more focused on this guy becoming a champion. That's what I'm speaking from. So sell Schmel when it comes to this guy. I mean, he could sell. He could sell, man. He'll sell. But I just want him to prioritize winning. Ronald Humphrey, A tier. I'm gonna say S tier Soda Pop. I think that dude's a future champion. Uh, Rose says YN doesn't equal John Jones. Well, I know that's why I said you heard me. I said he kind of like needs to lose some of the YN to really embody to become the next John Jones. Now we need somebody to pull in that YN crowd. He honestly might be able to. YNs can't afford TV. I don't even think they would sit around and watch UFC. Soda Pops, but maybe for Ronald Humphrey, the ATL YN. Humphrey is actually a psycho too. Did you hear his interview before the scrap? He said he just wants to hurt people. He wants to break their will. I didn't peep the interview because I was reading fighter bios, but I peeped the post fight interview, and it goes hard. Buyer seller, what up, homie? Very high on this Clancy kid up next. Okay. He got that Jacoby style, though, just physically breaking guys. Humphrey. Yeah, I was going to say Humphrey. Humphrey's a beast, bro. I fuck with him heavy. Perry, you got to interview that previous YN, bro. I know, homie. Believe me, I'd love to. YN's going to smoke vapes and buy shoe cleaner for the Wyatt Air Force Ones. No time for athletics. Don't gotta be John Jones. He can be the first him. He can be. But when I say John Jones, I just mean like an undefeated, champion. Gonna see if can bet on any of these. Feel like can't. What up, Franklin? You probably can. I don't think Humphrey is a YN. I think he's just an anime nerd who grew up in the South. Who knows? Being a YN is part of the culture in Atlanta. And got some mental problems. He definitely a little bit crazy. Okay. Boleto versus Clancy Jr. Clancy Jr. just stepped in the octagon. 8-0. Representing Scotland, 6'23", welterweight bout. Last fought December of last year for Cage Warriors. 5 knockouts, 3 subs, 0 decisions. Clancy is been training since 6 years old. Built his life around the sport. Now 23, trains full time. He's a father of a girl. He's Catholic. Gary Boleto Jr. 11-3. Oh, by the way, Sean Clancy, 5-star prospect. Boleto Jr. 11-3 out of the U.S. Looks like he's his own coach. He owns his gym. 5'10", 31 years old. Last fight, BKFC, March of this year. 1 star, 4 knockouts, 7 subs. This is a gimme fight. We'll see though. Boleto was a successful pro boxer, won multiple lightweight titles. (2013) a backyard training accident left his father quadriplegic. Carried the family name into combat sports since childhood. The pick from MMA Matchmaker is Clancy Jr. to win by first round knockout. Kind of obvious. There you have it. Be crazy if this guy Boleto wins. Rose says Patty versus Quillen rumors. I doubt that. Sean Clancy Jr. versus Gary Boleto on. Juicy, and what's up with the good talent pulled this year before it was rare for good prospects to show up? I agree with that statement. I don't have an answer for it, but I agree with it. Oh shit, these boys. I mean, Boleto bringing a scrap for sure. He's looking to put this dude out. Real quick counters off of like a big body kick for Clancy Jr. But Boleto's countering instantly off leg kicks, like instantly. Boleto got the hands. Obviously, he's a boxer. I think Clancy might want to look to take this fight to the ground because this Boleto guy is almost appears to be setting him up for something. Leg kick for Boleto. Clancy's goes body kick, misses with a left hook. Oh shit, Clancy goes high kick. Let's see it though. Let's see it. Let's see. I don't want to doubt. Boleto trying to press Clancy. Clancy's backing up because he doesn't have too many answers, I don't think. Clancy just firing that rear body kick and head kick. Ooh, front teep kick's good. Real sharp. Real sharp stuff. But these are two like lifelong martial artists, it appears. Oh, left hook gets through for Clancy as Boleto rushes in. Right hand gets through for Clancy as Boleto backs up a little bit. Front teep for Clancy. Clancy threatening the front teep to the head after landing it to the body. Oh, nice lead knee. Clancy throws like the 3 strikes the same way, but they're 3 different, places. Crazy. Front teep, question mark. Oh my God, that's like 5 or at least 4. This dude's rear leg is dangerous. He could fire a body kick, front teep, and he throws them both to the body and head. Then he'll mix it up with a rear knee. Then he'll mix it up with a question mark kick. I mean, that's kind of crazy. Clancy, oh shit, Clancy trying to knock this dude out with the right hand, but he doesn't get it through. Leg kick for Clancy. Clancy showed this dude, I think, 5 different strikes, with that rear leg. Jab to the body for Clancy. Clancy walking down Boleto. With a jumping rear knee from Clancy. Jab gets through for Boleto off that front teep. Leg kick for Clancy. That one looked like it hurt him. Front teep for Clancy. He switched to southpaw too now, so now he's firing the rear kick from another stance. Boleto timid, yeah. Because all he has is the boxing. I guarantee you if this fight goes to the ground, it's going to be over quick. I would imagine. Clancy kind of being more methodical now. He's put in a lot of work this round. Boletto's durable. Clancy appears to be picking and moving a little bit now. Leg kick did just land. Jab lands for Boletto. Ooh, leg kick for Boletto. Dang. Clancy just landed some type of elbow or right hand of some sort. Boletto's trying to get some momentum back to end the round. Boletto's been fighting back at the end of this round like a veteran, but I don't think it was enough at all. He didn't really get off anything. Boletto timid. Boletto has to slow this guy down, gain some authority in that octagon. I agree. But he's not going to be able to. Clancy's good. Clancy appears to be real good. Clancy measured approach to start round 2. Nice leg kick. Flicking out the jab, shoots in on a takedown double leg, and Boletto immediately threatens with a guillotine. Arm in. Clancy's got Boletto down. I don't know if I misspoke. Boletto threatened with an arm and guillotine. He's still holding on to it. But Clancy got him down now, and they're in half guard. So you're not really going to get a guillotine from half guard. And he barely has the arm in anymore, so he's still doing this guillotine attempt. It looks like it's somewhat tight. I mean, okay, there we go. Clancy got out of it. Clancy's urgency went up to get out of that, but he's out now. Elbow for Clancy to the head. Boletto going back to this guillotine attempt. Kind of a stalling tactic. Clancy just advanced to mount. So no more of these bullshit ass stalling guillotine attempts. D tier, both of them seen enough. Ah. Honestly, this guy's a welterweight too. Kind of crazy, huh? Clancy being a 6'3" welterweight, I think he's actually pretty good. I'll rate him a higher tier than Jew. This guy's good as well, Clancy. I do like him. He's in mount, just putting in some nasty elbows. Just landed a nasty ass elbow. Boletto rolled to his belly, and Clancy immediately went on a rear naked choke attempt, and then Boletto rolled back to his back, causing Clancy to let go. Clancy back in mount and just landing nasty elbows. I don't even know how he does that shit, but they're fucking nasty. They're these like boom, like 12-6 elbows or something. Boleto landing a little shot from the bottom. Clancy needs to make quick work though and get this dude out of there. Juice says, I imagine them fighting a guy like Ian, Carlos, Morales, Buck, and Islam, and I think, nah, man, they getting cooked. I mean, to some extent. To some extent. Nasty ground and pound from Clancy, I gotta say. Nasty, really nasty elbows. Belletto just covering up now, completely covering up. Still in mount, and Clancy just raining down big old elbows, spamming it now, trying to get the referee to stop it. Still just raining him down. He's just raining him down. Referee steps in because it was nasty. And Clancy's just sitting on top of him, holding out his hand for a shake. Buyer seller called it. He can ground and pound and get a stoppage probably. Yeah, he can. Shout out to buyer seller. Good shit though. Good shit from Clancy. Honestly, I think that Clancy's pretty good. I think he has a future potentially against some of the good guys in the division. Time to grow, maybe. He's got some time to grow. 23 6 foot. Yeah, he got some time. Explosive, well-rounded. I think he got a future at 170, to be honest. Still green right now. I see he got a little bit of greenness, but like I say, 23. 23 4 years from now, with a slow build in the UFC, 4 years from now, I think he looks great. And honestly, his striking technique was real good. Most mature and proven fighter so far in the whole season, in my opinion. Best technical performance we've seen. It was pretty technical. It was pretty technical. I like the blast double. I was pointing out the great striking. We didn't get to see too much of the jiu-jitsu. That's okay. But he got the ground and pound TKO. Humphrey more potential though, obviously. I'll take Humphrey over this dude. But 8-0 undefeated, improves to 9-0. Rose says he's small for 170. Def A tier. I'm I'm probably in agreement with an A tier. I'm probably in agreement with an A tier. I don't know. Boleto clipped it a couple times with some simple jabs. Juice says, all right, I'd go C tier. And then Soda Pop says, I thought he was huge. Maybe I'm crazy. I actually thought he was taller than 6 foot. He does look huge. I thought he was taller than 6 foot. Also kind of jacked. Got a good six-pack going. C tier for Jew. I'd probably put him A tier, bro. Clancy's gonna do an interview in a minute. Commentary pointing out how he took a couple shots too. He is jacked for the division. He flexes the muscles a lot. Let's hear the Scottish accent. He liked bashing in his face. Ew. This guy's a sicko too, just like Humphrey. Says he could have got a first round finish, but he wanted to rack up a little bit experience and get it done in the second. Juice says, homie, I thought we making him rank for these tiers. Castro gave everybody damn near a D the first 2 weeks. uh these guys are the best I've seen so far. On this guy's flexing his back and everything. Relax on the flexing. Um Jew, I don't know what you mean when you say I thought we making him rank for these tiers. I do think that Clancy Jr. can be a ranked contender at 170 in the future. I do. I honestly do, homie. I do. Top 10 style guy. These are the best guys though. Namo, Fazil, and his opponent, they were cool, but like this is more technical and good work. You know, Namo's opponent swung from the hips and the second one landed and put him out. It's like I do think, yeah, yeah. What's poppin', big homie? What up, Cody? What's poppin', Cody? Franklin says Uriel, because these guys are like also ripped and shit and like Franklin said Uriel and them odds went to -170 with the quick spread widening. Come on now, Franklin. Let's lock in a bet, homie. Lock in a bet for tonight. Who you got in the main event? Bellamir or her opponent, Alex Apodaca? Sodapop says Hassan, Humphrey, and Clancy are my A tiers. Yeah, I'm not putting Hassan up in the A tier, but I'll put Humphrey and Clancy up in there. Should I'll put Humphrey in the S tier? Build him both up slow. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Slow build. Slow builds. Okay, so the next fight coming up is going to be, is this the co-main? Yeah, the co-main coming up. So co-main heavyweight bout, Mario Paisan versus Guilherme Uriel. Paisan 10-1, fighting out of Brazil, 5'11", 28 years old. Last fight was for Shudo Brazil on March of this year. 7 knockouts, 0 subs, 2 decisions. Prospect rating 1 star. Spent the past 5 years grinding his way through Brazil's regional scene, trading out of Galpaio da Luta, turned pro in late 2021. Built his resume around early knockout victories and an aggressive, pressure-heavy style. He has remained active across promotions such as Demo Fight and Thunder Fight, consistently taking the fights put in front of him. He's a dedicated regional fighter who has steadily worked his way toward a bigger opportunity. Now, after an unusual first Contender Series appearance several years ago, he gets another chance to prove himself on the big stage. Guilherme Uriel, 7-2, fighting out of Brazil, 6'1", 29 years old. Last fought March of this year, 4 knockouts, 3 subs, prospect rating 2 stars. Jiu-jitsu specialist. Worked as a caretaker and gardener to fund his own training. Debuted pro in 2022. He has gradually developed legit power in his hands, taken the long road dealing with injuries, odd jobs, and plenty of uncertainty along the way. When Paisan appeared on Contender Series several years ago, he delivered one of the worst performances in the show's history, somehow winning by disqualification after his opponent landed an illegal knee. Dana made it pretty clear afterward that he wanted nothing to do with Paisan, yet here we are in season 10 and somehow he's back. Not going to sugarcoat it, Paisan is simply not very good. He was being thoroughly outclassed before the DQ, and he recently got starched in the first round by a 15-39 journeyman. Most of his resume has been built on crushing cans in Demo Fight and other low-level regional promotions that the bigger Brazilian organizations have largely ignored. Across from him is Guilherme Uriel, best known for being on the wrong end of Josh Hokett's mainstream debut last year. To Uriel's credit, he had some good moments in the opening round of that fight, enough that plenty of people actually came away less impressed with Hokett than they expected. The UFC clearly liked what they saw from Uriel because this is about as soft a landing as they could give him. He's a complete fighter with a strong ground game that he probably doesn't use enough. Along with legitimate power on the feet, his chin remains a question mark and his cardio isn't good, but I still expect him to have his way here. Guilherme Uriel to win by first round knockout. There we go. Soto goes, went so bad, but I still have him B tier because it's heavyweight and he has the athleticism that'll probably carry him to the top 15. I feel you. Wint is kind of cooked, huh? These guys going to make Wint look like a future champ. Quick ass night. He's too jacked. Anthony Wint is too jacked. Soda Pop, I wouldn't be surprised, brother. Fighters do that when they get TKO'd all the time, too. Anytime a fighter like cowers down to his knees, he's just giving up. Like, stay on your feet, take that whooping like a man, and wait for that referee to step in and stop it. Soda Pop says, remember our boy Blair going cold to a delayed shot? I think he faked that. He got hit, threw a punch himself, and went cold 0.6 seconds later. I got to go back and watch your reaction to Blair getting slept after this. I remember it was great. Shout out to Chase and Blair. Honestly, he might have. It's escaped my memory at this point, but I wouldn't put it past him. They gave him really tough opponents. I can't believe Cody Steele knocked him out, though. Patty Pimblett really hyped that guy up. Red shorts, Paisan instantly shoots in on a takedown. Just shoves Uriel up against the cage, though. And Uriel's in on an arm and guillotine already. They are not down on the ground yet. Uriel's up against the cage. Oh, shit. I think he's got it. I think they're talking about... This guy's threatening with the arm and guillotine heavy. Yeah, Uriel's cranking on this arm in bad. This dude's going to tap. He's tapped. He tapped. And he did tap earlier, I think. Commentary said that he tapped earlier. 4 minutes, 6 seconds left in the round. This dude's done. Shoots in on his single leg. Can't complete it. They're saying he put him to sleep. They didn't put him to sleep. He tapped. Bisping saying standing arm in triangle. Standing arm in guillotine. The arm in guillotine is super slept on in MMA. I don't know why people don't really use it as often. Nate Diaz made a career off the arm in guillotine. This guy just finished the arm in guillotine standing. The arm in guillotine is heavily slept on. It's been proven to work. I think a lot more guys should use it. You know, Merab is essentially like, he could be arm in guillotined every single fight. Like O'Malley, if he were to master the arm in guillotine, that's all he needs. Look at the arm in guillotine. Look at Nate Diaz versus all his guys. Easy bread. Shout out to Franklin. Hold a motherfucker against the cage to get submitted. I know. That's what he gets for instantly shooting on Contender Series. Uriel is so hyped up, it's insane. Oh, man. This guy... Can we give this guy to Anthony Wint, please? Huh, boys? Guilherme Uriel adds another stoppage to his resume. 100% finish rate. 6'1", 29 years old, fighting out of Brazil. He fought for LFA previously before this. 4 knockouts, 4 subs now. 8-2. Improves to 8-2. We didn't get to see much from him, so it's really hard to rate him. But at 6'1", 29, I mean, he's definitely better than Anthony Wint. I'd probably give that guy... we didn't get to see enough from him. I'd probably give him a B tier off the love. considered C tier, but you know. Okay. The main event, Alexis Apodaca versus Bellamir. Alex Apodaca 3-1, fighting out of Tiger Beetle Martial Arts. Shout out to Corey Sandhagen and team over there out of Colorado. Representing the USA, she's 5'7, 32 years old. Last fought July of this year for Fury FC. Zero knockout. Zero knockouts, zero subs, three decisions, prospect rating 1 star. Alex Apodaca built her foundation. I don't want to read all of this, but in the Denver area, I'll read it all. Relocating 3 years ago specifically to train full time and leave behind the usual grind of balancing a job with a fighting career. For her, success has always been about freedom, having the ability to dedicate herself completely to the sport and chase a championship without compromise. That quiet, deliberate mindset carried her through the Colorado amateur scene and into the professional ranks. While her 4 professional fights have taken place in Texas and Louisiana, sorry. Colorado remains home in every meaningful sense, both for her training and her identity as a fighter. At 32, Apodaca carries the calm of someone who understands that this is a long road and is prepared to walk it on her own terms. Anyway, I'll read Bellamir out in a second, but Guillermo Uriel is doing his post-fight interview now. Thanking his coaches. Fifth fastest sub in Contender Series history. I just did a poll, so vote up the poll. Honestly, my attention span has got so bad when there's a translation, I just get lost. I just get lost in the shuffle. Okay, the main event coming up already. Main event coming up already. Bellamir 4-0. Bellamir 4-0 fighting out of Syndicate MMA representing the US 5'7", 23 years old. She's 23. She looks like a fucking baby. She looks like she's like 18, no joke. 23? Damn. Anyway, last fight Fury Challenger Series. Why is she fighting on Fury Challenger Series? Interesting. July 27th of 2025. Oh, she hasn't fought in over a year. 0 knockouts, 3 subs, 1 decision. Bellamir grew up in Las Vegas as the daughter of two-time UFC heavyweight champion Frank Mir, so combat sports were never something she had to discover. They were simply part of the family language. From a young age, she absorbed the discipline, grind, and expectations that come with the mere name, while deliberately carving out a path of her own. She balanced elite college wrestling with Brazilian Jiu Jitsu and carefully selected MMA appearances. Carefully selected, treating each discipline as another piece of the puzzle rather than a distraction. The result is a young fighter who moves with the confidence of someone who has already tested herself at a high level while still being patient with her development. At 23, she carries both the weight of a famous last name and the freedom of having already started building an identity of her own. She's deliberate, competitive, and determined to create a legacy that eventually stands apart from her father's. First of all, real props to Alexa Apodaca for taking this fight. She just competed in July and is now stepping in on short notice against arguably the most hyped women's bantamweight prospect in recent memory. It would be easy to write her off, but Apodaca is a solid, well-rounded regional fighter who has earned her spot through consistency. She's willing to take the opportunity, and that deserves respect. This is MMA after all, and upsets happen. As for Bellamir, most people already know the name. The important part is that she brings much more than the mere moniker. Her wrestling is excellent, her BJJ is sharp, and her overall skill set genuinely backs up the hype. I wouldn't be surprised if she eventually settles at 125 rather than 135 pounds, but for now, this fight is booked at bantamweight. Apodaca is respectable opponent, but Mir has too many advantages in too many areas. I expect her to close the distance, get the fight to the mat, and showcase the grappling that makes her such an exciting prospect. Bellamir to win by first round submission. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna say it right now. It just sounds like MMA matchmakers drinking the fucking Kool-Aid about Bellamir, like homie. Bellamir is a 5-star prospect rating according to Matchmaker, and Apodaca is a 1-star prospect. So we shall see. I mean, we shall see. Bellamir's intro going down. Damn, this guy on X is like, tell me you fucking, I don't know, don't fuck with. I'm gonna just say it. Tell me you don't fuck with black dudes without telling me you don't fuck with black dudes. This guy, Blood Money MMA on X, says one thing I've learned watching this sport for 30 years is that MMA has a beautiful way of humbling people. Ronald Humphrey is going to experience that humbling the long and hard way someday. Until then, he will give out some beatings and terrible interviews. The fuck, bro? Sounds like you're judging him way more off his post-fight interview than his actual performance in the cage. Goofy ass. Straight goofball. Honestly, kind of a straight goofball ass take. That's a straight goofball ass take, bro. Just tell me you don't fuck with him because he's black and I'll accept it. Just tell me you don't fuck with YNs off some racist shit and I'll just accept that. Hating Humphrey's crazy. Like, what the fuck? That's actually insane. To react that heavily to a post fight interview where he's hyped up on changing his life and not to respond to the actual fight itself is really goofy shit. Sodapot goes, yo, Jacob, don't interview Humphrey. Dude got problems. What did I just hear? No, I do want to interview Humphrey. And if he has problems, I'll accept him. I like the guy. He loves to unalive his chicken and have the blood on him. What? Bro, he's a fucking country boy. Shit. Stay away from that guy. Don't even interact with him. He's going to unalive somebody soon. Shit, I want to interview him. She kind of autistic with it. Soda Bob says, I told you Humphrey ain't no YN. He is psycho. He's a psycho YN, Soda Pop. Over 2.5 rounds plus 800 says buyer seller. I'll throw a bill on that. Fuck it. Okay. Hating Humphrey crazy. Soda Pop says, I love the interview and the personality, but dude gonna commit some type of violent crime soon. I hope not. I'm not gonna encourage it. Juice says, I mean, I guess I get it, but we need more characters, man. He's wrong. If he wants fighters to carry class, he's in the wrong sport. This is cage fighting, man. That I always hate that shit. I always hate that shit. But he is wrong. And it's like, what are you so mad about? That he believes in himself, that he could beat people? Come on, man. What are you so mad about? What did he do? He believes in himself. He's excited. He just had an insane performance against a fucking straight vet. Older than him, taller than him, more experienced than him across the board. Been training longer than him, just fucked him up. I missed the Humphrey fight interview. Might have to rewatch. It was the best of the night. By far the best of the night was Humphrey. Bellamere about to eat right now. I'm going to just say it. These numbers on the Bellamere stream are just dog shit. I'm talking dog shit. No one tuning in for this stream, but that's okay. This is just a hardcore stream, I guess. It is everybody else's loss. TBH. Bellamere is the least enticing of the bunch, but the card been good so far. First fight lasted like 10 seconds. The heavyweight fight lasted less than a minute. Humphrey was insane. Clancy Jr. was insane. Now we got Bellamere coming up. This, I don't know. It gives weird vibes. Frank Mir in here. I don't know. I'm just going to say that Bellamere's fight right now just gives some weird vibe. Can't really put my finger on it. Bellamere rocking the slits in her eyebrows. The little eyebrow. She a little boy, huh? Bellamere a little boy. She got his blank look on her face. She a little boy. She a stud. Bellamere a straight stud. You know. You just see a little boy. What? You just see a little boy running around that cage. That's all I see. A little boy running around that cage. She a little boy. Look at her. Little stud Bella. She a straight stud. But let's see. I don't know. I don't know. Looking like Brock Purdy in there. Alex Apodaca got a 4 or a 5-inch reach on Bella. She walks like a man too. No, why do you think I said, bro? She a little boy, bro. She a little boy. I mean, that's what she wants to be. She wants to be a little boy, right? So I mean, shit. She a little boy in there. I see it. Little boy. Bellamere and Alex Apodaca. Straight stud. Left hand lands for Bella to start and a knee. And a knee. Right hand for Bella. Left hand for Bella. Right hook for Bella. Right hand again for Bella.